Hey everyone, welcome to my first skincare video. I have had quite the week, so I really could use some pampering right now and using some good products. Let's get that dopamine running. I've got my coffee. This is a Vietnamese iced coffee, or it was iced. This is a Vietnamese was iced coffee from 99 Ranch. So bring out your coffee, let's do this together. I know this is a skincare video, but I don't love my hair right now. I'm struggling. If you've seen my hair videos, my hair journey videos, you will understand that I have been struggling to embrace my hair. It's still a work in progress. That's not this video, but just to acknowledge my hair is frizzy and I understand that it's frizzy. We'll continue with the skincare though. So recently, I went to a mixsoon pop-up. That's where they went into some stores and they set up shop. They had their products for sale. They also were hosting master classes where it was actually a class. There was an actual PowerPoint presentation, or maybe it was Keynote. There was a presentation where they took us through all of their products. They had some giveaways and some goodies, and I also bought some. So let's go through that today. So I have 5 products in total. We're starting off with a freshly washed face. I washed my face using the Vanilla Co. Clean It Zero balm, and I followed it up with this SK2 cleanser. You can see I am running out of it. I'm trying to ration this one, so I end up emptying this one at the same time I empty this one so I can start fresh with a new set of products. So as a baseline, I use these two, and I'm ready for my next item. So the first thing I want to share is this Pore Tory clay pack. I got it for, I think this is the one that I got for being one of the first 20 in line for their masterclass. So my first impressions for this one, we can actually use it right now. Let me tie my hair back. So the masterclass was actually pretty cool, very informative. It was a class where they certainly brought the brand a little bit closer to us. They are very proud of the fact that they are clean beauty, and they also focus on minimal ingredients to get the maximum output, from what I read on the internet. Not a dermatologist. I've used this a couple of times. The instructions are Korean and in English. The English ones are not super. I think there was something lost in translation, but we pretty much know how to use a mask, right? Put it on. It goes on really smoothly. There's not really any strong smell to it or anything. And I remember when I used it first, the first thing I thought of was that it was a little bit hard to remove. I think because it's so silky. That's the first thing that I'll say too. This product goes on so smooth and silky. When I try to take it off, I do feel like I have to work harder to take this product off than other clay masks, which is fine, just to set your expectation. And I know in my experience, sometimes I feel like my face is like a statue, like a stone statue, and I can't move it at all. And when I do move my face or talk or make a facial expression or something, my entire face cracks because of how stiff or hard the clay is. I do not have that experience with this one. This one is pretty flexible. It's really soft and silky and smooth. Okay, so I'm going to use an actual mirror instead of the viewfinder. Put this on, and it says to use for 15-20 minutes and then rinse out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the application here and maybe water some plants and come back after 15 minutes. See you soon. Hi again, quick midway point check-in. I just put my plants, my drooping dracanias, into the bathtub to water them, hoping that they just need a good soak of water. I wanted to check in just to show you what my progress is, and what I was talking about earlier about how I don't really feel like I am a stone statue where I can't move my face at all. I still have some movement available. I'm about maybe halfway drying. Sorry, my dog is. Oh, hi honey, are you okay? You're coughing? Okay, his tail's wagging, so I feel like that's a good sign. Okay, but yes, I wanted to check in halfway so you can see how I'm progressing. I admit that the initial layer that I put on, I felt like was a little too thin because I could still see my skin peeking through, so I added on another layer, and it didn't really appear to me that I was disturbing the layer underneath. So I also did not time myself. I said I would be back in like 15 minutes. I don't know how long ago that is. So I think I'm just gonna go based on feel. And like, you can see it's still shiny instead of matte, and shiny to me says wet. So we're gonna not touch it. But the inability to read the instructions was kind of bothering me. So I wanted to grab Google Translate so I could see what Google says based on what the Korean instructions are. So let's look at that. Okay, so we got our mask pack here and Google Translate. So what are we looking at? Okay, after washing your face, gently apply it to your dry face, excluding the eye and mouth areas. After 15 to 20, oh, gently roll with lukewarm water and rinse thoroughly. Okay, well, I will check back in when I'm a little bit more dry. See you in a few. Hi, nope, I'm actually back sooner. I was looking on the internet for advice on what rolling means. On their actual website, it says, step 3 says, as the clay pack dries, you can feel the tightening sensation on your skin, which is true. Make sure to avoid full drying. Step 4 says massage with warm water and experience a mild scrub sensation. I think that's what they mean by rolling. It probably just means rub in circular motions. And then wash off with warm water until all remaining residue is washed away. So I'll do that. How am I doing? I'm still a little bit shiny, I feel like. I am feeling tightness, but I don't know that I'm fully there yet. Okay, I think even I was able to make cracks. I was hungry and I ate. So I'm dry. I think I'm there. And like the website says, you don't want to leave it on for too long after it dries. So I'm going to try to massage this off and I will be right back. Okay, lesson learned. Supplement the instructions on the packaging with anything you can find on the website, the manufacturer's website, ideally. The rolling was so much better than what I was doing previously, which was like, I was like washing my face like this. I was trying to like push off the mask. And I think that's why I said it just feels very slick, because when I tried to remove it, I just felt like I was doing this and then nothing was coming off. The rolling motion, so much better. So tip 1, read instructions, which I feel like is a constant theme for me now. But read not only these instructions, but also supplement it with what's on the website. Ideally, you'd only have to look in one place, but I'm just saying I found it helpful to look on the website. And then for this one in particular, roll. And true to brand for me, I made a huge mess in the sink because I had to do the rolling motion. It got to the point where my elbows were like in the sink to catch the dripping, which I know they sell things to put on your wrist to catch like towel bracelets to catch the dribbling that happens when you wash your face and something like this where you are spending time in the sink rolling it off. I was like, my elbows were in the bowl to catch all the water. Heads up, maybe that's something better in the shower if you have a mirror in your shower. My skin is noticeably smoother. Like, I can feel it. It is smoother. Oh, also something I didn't mention either. I had used this product on this cystic acne right here, and I think it did help. I would use an acid, like a salicylic acid. I would just like wipe it on there, and then I would use this, leave it on for 15 minutes, wipe it off, and put on one of those pimple patches. And I think it did actually contribute to this decreasing a little bit. So hopefully we see it fully gone really soon. So that was the Pore Tory Clay Pack, and thumbs up from me. I would recommend it. Just make sure you line your sink with towels or take it off in the shower. The next thing that we're going to go through is this toner. This one is the mixsoon Bifida toner pad. When we were doing the masterclass and they had their presentation, we were also allowed to sample products. This was not one of them, but the yellow one was. I think these have been making their rounds on the internet. They have 4 of them. There are 4 colors. I got this one because the person at the cash register said that this one was good for like tightening the skin, addressing wrinkles. This one opens up at the top like this. When we were using these toner pads in the masterclass, we were taught that we can either use them to wipe our face with, or we can rip them in half, because you'll see that these are serrated down the middle, and you can use them to stick on your face, which we'll do now because my face is feeling a little bit tight, like tight, not in a decreasing wrinkles way, but tight in a I just washed my face way. So let's just keep these on for a little bit. Not too long, just a little bit. Actually, in the masterclass, we didn't use it like this. We put it on our hand. But basically, this is what we can do. One thing that's interesting, so have you ever seen the, I don't know, hack in quotes? I feel like that word gets overused, but people have stored their toners like this. And I had noticed with my other toner pads, certainly the ones at the top get really dry. This one, actually, I have not needed to store it upside down. Certainly it's new, so maybe that's why, but honestly, when you take this product, you might, well, not that I've used every toner pad on the planet, and maybe that's why, but I noticed that this material feels different. I want to say that the material that they use, whatever it is, it almost feels cloth-like, that it holds on to the toner better. So just a note on that. I feel like that is a mark for their quality. So this is how you can use it. And then also in the masterclass, we learned that we can take it and, you know, wipe, kind of do this and just, or, you know, keep it on, whatever you want to do. It was also told to us in the masterclass that you can use these and just use them sort of midday and give your face a wipe down. I'll be honest, I have also done that before. I've been very generous with my toner pads, not just my face, but I've been like, you know, it's been hot here, you guys. Okay, I will take it. And I'm like, let's wipe down everywhere. It does feel refreshing. It does feel nice. So I say, take it, use it. Don't waste any of it. My face already feels better. Does it look better? It feels less like I just washed my face with hard water, you know? How do we feel? Yeah. Feels better, huh? Looks better? I hope so. Okay, so let's put that one away. I would give this one a thumbs up. The other one that we use, I think that was the yellow one. That one feels good too. Also, sorry for that. I am not somebody who needs to do the tapping thing. I find that very annoying. So trust, I won't do that again. That was an accident. The instructions here: wipe along the texture of the skin. When you need intensive care, put it on for about 10 minutes. Be careful when storing it as it contains liquid type contents. If the product is tilted or turned upside down after opening, it may leak. Okay, so specifically do not do the turning it upside down and storing it with this one. I don't think you need it in the first place. I think that these, like I said, this material holds the liquid just fine. It's more than enough that you need, in my opinion, of having had it for 2 weeks. So I don't think you need to do the storing it upside down thing for this. So also the thing I did not show you in here is it comes with little like tweezers or tongs to pick up the product. These. And you can use it here. As you saw though, I don't utilize the tongs. I find it difficult to put back in the thing up here in the container. Maybe it's because my hands are slippery after using the product. And then I have dropped it in here like twice. And then you need to go and fish it out. So it's just me using this. If you were sharing this with somebody, maybe you're more willing, or maybe you think it's more necessary to use the tongs. I don't. So just so you know, that's an option, but I don't feel the need to use it. Maybe it feels more fancy, but I get in there. So that is the mixsoon Bifida toner pad. Oh, by the way, this one was one of the ones that I had purchased with my own money. It was on sale, but it was not one of the ones that was a giveaway or anything. So I bought this one. The next thing I want to go into is some essence. This is the Bifida Ferment essence. That's another thing that you'll see about mixsoon. A lot of their stuff is fermented, and that has to do with bringing out different qualities of the products when you ferment them. So this one being the Bifida Ferment essence. This one, I'm using this following the Bifida toner pad, so same vein there. I got this one for free. It was a giveaway that they did for, following some activities on social media. I liked their post, shared it, tagged a friend, that type of thing. So that was one of the things that I got from them. And then I bought this one. It is Soondy Centella Asiatica Essence. And this one you'll notice has a bear on it. And I want to talk a little bit about that too, their values, as it will explain what the different packaging on this one is. I think I want to mention two things on that front. So about the bear, we were told in the presentation in the masterclass that when you buy this one, or one with this drawing on it, this bear on it, that you are actually helping support saving the bears. I found on their website, protecting lives of endangered polar bears. Mixsoon's cute mascot, Soondy, so you'll see here, is she. I'm going to call her she. I don't know how she identifies, but I'm going to call her a she. Soondy right there. was created with the aim of raising awareness and protecting endangered polar bears. Mixsoon products featuring Soondy will be donated to the Friends on Earth Environmental Movement Alliance, where part of sales work to protect polar bears. So in purchasing this, you help protect the polar bears. The other item I want to mention with regard to Mixsoon's values is about autism awareness. They have on their website, Mixsoon's value is to embrace the power of valuing ourselves and value all individuals. They have a mission to empower autistic artists by providing opportunities to showcase their talents, build a foundation for economic independence, and gain recognition for their work. Every month, a percentage of all their sales from products featuring logos and drawings made by autistic artists go directly to the artists. So here's some examples on their website. So I didn't see any of these particular products when I was there, but they exist. So if you want to support either the bears or artists or both, that's one way that you can do that. So let's get into the essence. On their website, they list all of their essences. It looks like they have like 12 of them. And they mention Essence 3 layering for glass skin. On their website, they mention that this one, the Centella Asiatica essence, is good for acne-prone skin, which clearly is me. And then the Bifida Ferment essence is good for sensitive skin. And later on, they mention how to start the 3 layering. I don't have the Galactamites Ferment essence, so we'll just do the 2 layers, which is this one first, the Bifida Ferment essence first, and then we'll follow that with the Centella Asiatica essence. I've already used some up, so this, don't think that it comes like that. It's full 100 mils. I just put several drops and then pat it in. That was also mentioned in the Masterclass, to make sure that you're patting it in, not like swiping. Don't forget your neck. I asked in the Masterclass, because it was like 7 things that we were using, and I asked how long to wait in between layers. She mentioned that they get absorbed pretty quickly. It's probably not that long in between layers, she was saying. So that was my step 1. The website's recommended step 2. And then we're going to go in with the Centella Asiatica. So there's not really any scent to these. These go on really thin. I think that's probably what helps the really quick absorption of these products. Oops, I just swiped. Did you see that? Okay. It's hard to like get it here without swiping. Okay. Feeling good? We looking good? Feeling, did I get that glass skin yet? Okay. I will say, after having used this for a couple weeks, even after week 1, I will say that I'd noticed a difference using the toner pad, the essence, the clay pack. I had already noticed how much better my skin looked even after 1 week. I am also somebody who just has kind of a lot of skincare open at one time, so it's very often that I will switch things around. So like twice a week I'll use an acid, and I'll make sure to get different products in. I was traveling for all of last week, and I had brought with me only these items because I happen to have them out. So I had exclusively used this Mixsoon stuff. So using those for like 4 out of those 5 days, because I was not perfect, and one of those days I did not do the skincare, but the rest of the days I did. And I will say, I do think my skin looked better that week. Not to say that my other products were ineffective, I'm just saying that I think that it did make a difference. I think it does help. So I'll already tell you that I think I really like these products, and I would recommend them. I don't have a moisturizer from Mixsoon. The next thing I want to go into is this sun cream, but let me get my other moisturizer just so I can finish out this part, and maybe my eye cream. So the moisturizer I've been using is this Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream, and it looks like this. Here's a little trick of the trade that I learned on accident. So I have nails, and I don't like digging my finger into pots like this. And of course, I think what most people do is you'll put it on the top side of your nail. I don't like doing that. I would prefer to just be able to get it on the pad of my finger without it getting under my nail. What I do with these, I store them sideways so that the product falls this way. There's a lot more room to put your finger in and be able to grab the product without it getting under your nail. I actually learned that on accident because I have the, oh, here, let me actually go get it. This one was actually worse. You're gonna recognize it. It's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. These are worse because the opening is so small because this packaging is so small. After you use it like twice, you have to really get your finger in there. I did not like doing that at all. And then when I was traveling another time, this one had like fallen sideways or upside down in my bag, in my luggage. And when I unpacked my luggage and I opened this one, the product was all on the side, and I had a much easier time just pulling it out. That was when I was like, hey, maybe I should store all of my products sideways or upside down so I have a deeper way to get into the, you know, into the packaging. So if that helps. This moisturizer is good too. I don't know. I don't really know how to tell moisturizers. It moisturizes. Another thing that's contributing to how smooth my skin feels, like I certainly use exfoliators. I'm trying to use up all of the sugar scrub that I have. I don't love physical exfoliators, but I do admit that I fell victim, not victim, but I did fall into reading one of this product's like all the reviews and everybody loved it. I don't hate it. I prefer chemical exfoliators, so I'll do that every once in a while. A like deeper one, I use some acids that help exfoliate. I think that contributes too. It's a lot. You have to, I mean, it's a lot that goes into it, you know? It's a lot of factors, but I think these do. The mixsoon products do play a role. And I'm using this Marine Care eye cream by Heimish. I have to admit, I don't love this product. I mean, it's okay. It's just really thick. It came with an applicator. It was like a metal ball. And I think it's supposed to be like this cooling, you know, one of those things. I didn't love it. I just used my fingers because, like, honestly, it was so one-sided heavy. It did not feel cooling at all. This product is so thick, and maybe that's good for people who really like their eye creams really thick. I don't. And it just felt like I was continuously rubbing this metal, you know, tool that was very heavy on one side on my face, and like I didn't feel like my skin was absorbing it at all. So I'm just trying to use it up, basically. All right, so now that our moisturizer and eye cream are on, the next thing I want to do is put on sunblock. This one is the Centella Sun Cream SPF PA Quadruple Plus 50 Plus. This is something that I also got for free for the social media. I can't remember if that was this one or this one, but anyway, out of these 5 things, I got 2 of them for reposting on social media, and I got one of these, for being one of the first 20 in line at the Masterclass. I don't remember, but point being, I bought 2 of these things on my own, and I got 3 of these other ones for free, for showing up. That's all you gotta do sometimes, you just gotta show up. So let's go ahead and put this on. I have used this almost every single day. I have used it every single day that I've needed to go outside, partially because I like it, / partially the other reason being I don't know where my other one is. I had the Beauty of Joseon one. It's almost out. I don't know where it is. I guess you can never have too much sunblock. I guess you can have too much sunblock because they expire. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and apply this. I remember my first impression of this distinctly being, it smells funny. I don't know how to describe it, but it does smell funny, FYI, if you're like very sensitive to smells. Not in a bad way. I don't know how to describe it. It does smell though. Again, it's not bad, it's just unexpected. So if you're watching this before you got this, I would recommend this product, like totally buy it, but just be aware it smells. There is a scent. Maybe that's what I should say instead. I am also somebody who does the 2-finger length thing to know how much to apply. It goes on really smoothly. I don't know how to explain how it smells. It doesn't smell like anything I've ever smelled before. I also have a very strong olfactory sense. I know that about myself. So I might be more sensitive to smells. If that's you, just heads up, that's all. But you saw, it basically disappeared into my skin. It was really easy to spread around. No pilling, actually, either. So I was trying to find out if this sunscreen is a mineral sunscreen or a chemical sunscreen. And when I Googled it, I could not find this on the mixsoon website. So I don't know if that means it got discontinued or it's pausing. It's weird that I got it. I mean, I got this 3 weeks ago. I got it really recently, but I can't find it on their website. But I did find it on YesStyle and Olive Young though. So it looks like some of these are still out. I did find out that, or at least YesStyle states that this is a chemical sunscreen, which actually explains why it was so easy to glide on. What's written on YesStyle says wait 30 minutes before sun exposure. So just keep that in mind if you decide to use this one. The benefit of using a chemical sunscreen is how smoothly you saw that it glides on. probably less probability of pilling because of how it absorbs into the skin. Also, much less chance of white cast. But physical / mineral sunscreens are probably better for those with sensitive skin. We'll see if I have any reaction to something like this. I've been using it a lot. I had this pimple before I used this, so this was not a reaction to this, but you saw how smoothly it went on. It glided really well. Again, other than a weird smell, I am a fan of this one, and I'm definitely going to use it until the end of the bottle. So those were the 5 items that I got from mixsoon. Let me know if you've tried any of these, if you've been seeing these products make their rounds, if you have any suggestions for me, how you also work with cystic pimples to get them to go away. I am taking all and any tips. So let me know if you like this video by giving me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.